everyone, welcome to Light Force Academy, Order of the Paladin. I'm the Master of the Order, Master Patrick Tadavosian, and welcome to our Light Force Academy online video tutorial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel and check out our other videos on stances, on methodology, on movement, on attacks, on defenses. Just check them all out and let us know what you think. Today's video is going to be a really quick, easy video on the parts of the saber. So if you're just starting out, you just became a member of our academy, you're just starting out, or maybe you're joining another club or whatever you're doing, and you have no idea about anything, and you got this saber, okay, we're going to talk about the parts of the saber. Now again, I'm using our brand new Light Force Paladin saber. This is the Paladin saber, and it's an awesome saber. We have a video on that you can check out where I go over all the features of it, the review over it, and yeah, some comments that we have. We'll be answering some of the comments and questions. But anyway, we're going to talk about the saber. So here is your saber. Be careful what you call it. Alright? But this is your saber. Alright? Parts of the saber. You have the blade. Okay? The blade, at the end we have the tip. You want to make sure the tip is secure before you start to do any kind of dueling, any kind of techniques, anything. Okay? Because some of these will tend to just fly off, break off, okay? Any of those, and you want to be careful with that. So what a lot of people will do, some people will glue, some people will tape, some people will heat shrink, do it all. Right? It's really hard to keep that tip on there. Heat shrink tends to work really well, especially when they heat shrink the whole blade, especially if the blade snaps or breaks, isn't shattered, the shards don't go anywhere or anything like that. It keeps it all intact. So heat shrink is really good. Tape can work a little bit. It does still wear out a while, so heat shrink tends to be the best. Glue can weaken it depending on the type of glue you use. But anyway, secure that tip, okay? Even if it's not pretty, just secure that tip. Alright? You want to use a rounded tip. Now you'll probably see online different sabers that have the pointed tip or the rounded tip. Yes, the pointed tip is more like an actual saber from the movies. However, it's not as safe for what we do, and most of the clubs and organizations and academies and leagues do not allow pointed tips for combat, okay? Now, if you're going to use it for strictly demonstration and flow purposes, that you want to have a separate saber just for that with the tip, okay? My blade is small because of the room I'm in, so it's up to you, but for combat, round tip. Okay, so you have the hilt. This is the hilt. This whole handle part is the hilt. Okay? The part that connects the hilt to the blade is we call it the emitter. Okay? And there's a whole bunch of different kinds of emitters out there. You have emitters with windows, emitters that show the crystal, yeah, all kinds of stuff that there's out there. Mine is just part of the hilt. We just call this small section right here the emitter. Okay? At the end of the saber, this is called the pommel. So you ever heard the term, I'm going to pummel you? Or I'm going to pummel you? Don't pummel anybody, all right? This is the pommel of the saber, okay? And you have the power switch, and then some of the sabers have more than one switch, and it's for sound or different features. I mean, there's some super cool sabers out there, have a bunch of different features, and you just want to shop around and see what, best thing is use just a basic saber for now and get a feel for it and see what you like. And your taste will change. You'll end up probably, if you're like me, trying to collect a bunch of different sabers. I have my saber for combat, I have my saber for teaching, I have my saber for flow, I have my saber just to cosplay. There's all kinds of options of what is out there, and depending on what you're doing, you want to make sure you get that saber for that particular thing that you're going to do. Now, we love the Paladin saber because it's very versatile. You can use it for everything, alright? But if you want something really cool, some different features, maybe different grip points, there's a whole bunch out there. But you got the power switch, okay? Some of them are above, they're elevated, okay? Ours right here is like flat, recessed. Ours lights up, okay? You have our little logo up there, all right? And then at the pommel, if you have a sound saber, you'll have some kind of opening here. Ours is kind of like a wire mesh down here. It's really strong. And if I turn on my sound, that's where the sound comes out. If you don't have an opening and you have sound saber, it's going to be really muffled, okay? So that gives you that opening for that sound. So some have it, some don't, and this is where you would attach a coupler if you want to connect for a saber staff, okay? That's pretty much it. Now, some sabers have a charging port. This is a great feature if you can get one for your saber. The charging port right here, it's an in-hilt charger. What I have right here is a USB charger I connected to an iPad charger. All I do, so easy. You just plug it in, okay? You don't have to mess with it. Our first round, the saber that we use for class, I mean, we have basic ultra sabers. So if you're just starting out and you want to, we call it the beater saber. Just you can beat it, you can take a beating, and the electronics sometimes will wear out. You can just solder it in there, whatever. But they're cheap. They're thicker. Those sabers, they don't have those charging ports unless you add that feature. You have to take out the batteries, use your AAA batteries, and change them. Or what I did for years now is I've had a bunch of different chargers and rechargeable batteries, and it's such a pain. So from now on, we're just going with these. So all I have to do, end of the day, plug them in, turn on the surge protector, it's done. It just charges, okay? So that's a great feature, all right? Depending on how tech savvy you are, how good you are with soldering, if you understand basic electronics, I wouldn't recommend taking out your electronics and playing with it unless you know what you're doing, okay? I mean, I taught myself how to solder watching some YouTube videos, and I am not good at it. We have a sabersmith at Lightforce Academy. He is awesome, okay? He does our work for us. I try not to mess with him, all right? But anyway, parts of the saber: blade, tip, emitter, the whole hilt, the pommel, power switches, in-hilt charger, okay? And that's it. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like it and subscribe, and leave any comments below. Maybe let us know what kind of saber you like if you're just starting out, or if you have a question about where to shop around, we can give you some tips on great starter sabers. Alright? Alright guys, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.